Look, I was going to stay away from this topic because I don't like uh, talking about shit that I feel like I gotta tread lightly on. Watch my mouth because I don't like watching my mouth and I don't like treading lightly but you have to because in these days and times, people are very sensitive. You gotta watch what you say. So I'm gonna try my best, and I don't mean to offend nobody if I do. This is not coming from a offensive place. This is not coming from a place of malice. I'm not speaking from a place of hatred. I'm only speaking on shit that I know about, shit that I believe in, to be real, to be what's right. And I don't mean to offend or harm anybody verbally by the things that I'm about to say or my opinions. But these are the opinions of No Condoms Media. It's your boy Ball here. Tell you, man, 4 ways of fries. Please hit the likes. Please hit the subscribes. After I'm done this shit, please comment down below and let me know what you think of this video. Hey, man, I wasn't even going to touch on this shit because, like I got some views that's not politically correct pertaining to the issue. When you talking about, what they call it, gender identities and gay, straight, homosexual, heterosexual. I got different opinions. Some of them might be bold, but let's get into them. Me, I'm a person of man, woman, child. For me, that's nothing else to be discussed. That just is what it is since the beginning of time. Man, woman, create child. Now, when you're born, you either have penis or you have vagina. And that determines which sex you are. So in my mind, I'm like, what else are we even talking about? Because some things are just what it is. I was about to say you can't change it, but you can change it. People getting their shit snipped. You can get a whole box. Like, that's wild. But that still don't take away from the fact you was born a Jimmy and not a Joanne. Now, before I go any further in this video, whatever you want to do you. Do somebody else. Do whoever. I don't care. I'm just speaking of my opinion and what it is to be real. You can disagree all you want. We can agree to disagree. But I will not offend nobody. Well, I will try not to offend nobody. As you can see, I'm trying very hard to choose my words carefully and not say no shit. My thing is, on this earth, you must reproduce. In order to do that, you need man and woman. And you cannot reproduce with 2 women. You cannot reproduce with 2 men. Be fruitful and multiply. I'm not a big religious guy. I'm just big on spiritual energy and being one with the universe and understanding what it takes to universe to propel forward and doing certain activities and thinking certain ways and having a certain mind frame will not propel us forward, especially as family. Now, I'm specifically talking about black people. It is not conducive for us. Our families and our structure have already been torn down by systemic racism, social injustice, police brutality, all types of racism. through the system, food, education, and prison system, our families have been broken down. We don't need furtherance of such happening through other avenues. That's what I'm saying. Let's get to uh this gender fluid shit. Like, I seen the post, come to find out that it wasn't necessarily true about Jeezy and Jenny Mae, his wife, you feel me? They was planning on raising their child gender fluid. I believe they had a daughter, and they gave her a unisex name, and that was just about it. They wanted to name the child before the child was born and before they actually knew what the sex of the child would be. So they gave it a unisex name before, the child was born. Now, I heard a lot of people saying that, yeah, Jeezy lost his mind, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 and all of this, that, and third. His wife making him do that. I thought the same thing, but it ain't true. But while we here, let's talk about it. How are you, how you gonna raise a child and then you're gonna let them decide their gender when a child is to be guided, a child is to be nurtured. You have to raise a child. You have to basically put a child on a path of what you think is right or what you know is right. How long will it take for that child to come into himself? Ew, pause. You get what I'm trying to say though. To realize, like, all right, this is what I want to do. This is who I want to be. I just want to go off here and just party with a whole bunch of boys and do wild shit. I was about to say some other words. I'm gonna just say do some wild shit. Hey, it's fine. Go ahead. Or vice versa, your daughter. Hey, it's fine. Go ahead. I believe in family structure. That is my whole argument, my whole point of why I say I'm gonna just shut the fuck up about what I say. Tread lightly. Tread lightly. They can't. The kids can't even tie their own fucking shoes. You got to do everything for them, and you just say you want to let them choose what they want to identify as. No, you don't have a fucking choice for real because you were born how you were born. The universe already decided. Now, like, fuck how you feel. I'ma just like fuck how you feel. You can feel a lot of things, but a lot of times your feelings ain't real. You need to get the fuck out your feels. Your feels ain't real. I got a lot of feelings. I feel like I'm the best fucking basketball player in the world. I feel like me and LeBron James grew up together. I feel like when he on the court, I'm on the court in spirit. And I feel like I average 27 points per game. But is it fucking true? No. Regardless of how I feel. Do I try to make you motherfuckers believe it? No, because I know them feelings ain't real. Like, some shit you just gotta deal with and you gotta accept and you can't change it. Like I said earlier, you can change it, but like, for real though, it's still, at the end of the day, it don't matter. You still was born a boy or you was still born a woman, and vice versa if you got the new wood. Like, you are what you are, and you is what you is, regardless of how you feel, and you try to change it. That's just, I had a friend of mine on Facebook talking about, it's only right. Let the baby choose their gender. I mean, it's all made up anyway. If it's all made up, why are you gonna let them choose one if it's made up? And you dress your son in Spider-Man clothes. You got him boy toys and all types of shit. You picking him to be a boy, right? You not letting him pick his identity. So what are we talking about here? It's only right. You identify as a woman, right? But you say this shit made up. Like, how the fuck is it made up? No, it ain't made up. Motherfuckers just want to do what they want to do and go against the laws of the universe. That's all they want to do, just go against the laws of the universe. And I ain't going to say that's cool because you're going against the universe. You ain't just going against me, him, her, or somebody else who in their feelings. No, you're going against the laws in the universe, and the universe doesn't deem that right. It's a lot of things that doesn't deem right, so we all gotta answer for some shit. Don't ever get me like I'm judging motherfuckers. We just having a conversation. I just want you to comment down below. Let me know what you think of this video. You feel me? But yeah, we just having a conversation. We just talking. I just feel some type of way. You feel me? Like I said, that shit don't make sense to me. How the fuck you gonna say it's made up, man? Like, boys are supposed to be boys. Boys can't do what girls do, and girls can't do what boys do. Like, you just need order. Everybody just want to be fucking equal. We equal as human beings. We all have the same rights, but we can't do what each other do. We just need to realize that. Everybody just, like, stop being so fucking sensitive. Like I said, get out your feelings. Some shit just ain't for you. Some shit just ain't for me. I should be able to walk into a country club down in Mississippi, but that shit ain't for me, so I don't want to go. I don't know if that shit made no sense in that. But yeah, man, look. Everybody want to be equal. All right, like transgenders. Let's talk about transgenders for a second. That's what you want to do. You want to cut your wood off on all that. Look, cut your wood off. Get you a box. Cut your wood off. Get you a box. You be who you want to be. Nobody hates you. Y'all had to go through a lot back in the day. Even like gay people who just gay, but now you got transgenders and people want to be all these other letters. I feel like I'm about to be offensive, but you got all these letters. But they had to go through a lot. They got picked on. They got beat up. Some of them killed. Like, shit was wrong what they had to go through. So I understand why they out here now talking about, yeah, pride. They throwing rainbows and shit. I understand because y'all been through so much. It's cool. Yes, you deserve to be treated like a human being. Yes, you deserve to be treated with respect. Yes. Nobody should treat you badly. Nobody should harm you or want to harm you. Yes, nobody should act funny when you're around. You should be accepted. But for me, my honest opinion, that behavior is not condoned in my household because I want my boys to be young men, alpha men, masculine men, driven with testosterone, protectors of their family, protectors of their community, protectors of themselves, who want to have families with strong black women and raise up young kings themselves. That's what I'm about. So that's why I say I don't condone it, but I don't have nothing against you. I don't hate you. I'm not going to treat you bad because I don't agree with something that you're doing. You might not agree with my straight behavior, but you're going to respect me just like I'm going to respect you, buddy. You feel me? This transgender thing, though, I got a problem with that. Only in this particular instance that I'm about to talk about now. It's this MMA fighter. Used to be a dude. Transformed himself into a woman. Went to the MMA. Started fighting under the women's section and all that. Started beating motherfuckers up. Now, is this shit right? He used to be a dude. Now he is accepted into the women's region. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but women's region is like the women's section of the MMA. He's accepted over there. Start beating they motherfucking asses up. But you was born a dude. You got different bone structure. Your hands is bigger. You are naturally stronger. But you say, you know what? I want to be a bitch. Cut my dick off. Is that offensive? He wanted to be a bitch. He cut his dick off. And then you still want to be manly though. You want to create yourself to be a woman, but then you want to go do manly combat, and then you want to go in the girls section and beat bitches up. When you could have stayed a man and fought the men, you was a man. That's the shit that fucks with my mind. Like, why? That shit ain't right. What the fuck was her name? His name. Was that offensive? Because he was a transgender, and then like you cut your dick off and you got yourself a box now, and now you went in there and beating up girls. You was a dude. He was a dude who probably was a sucker who ain't get girls, so you were like, I'm gonna become a girl, then I'm gonna go to the UFC and beat up girls. I'm assuming, maybe that's judging, maybe that was a little offensive, but fuck that. I don't condone that shit. You still was a dude and you went up here and you beating up fucking girls. He cracked Tamika Brent's skull in 2014 fighting this girl. He cracked her fucking skull, hit her so fucking hard, cracked her skull. Because you was a man with man strength. You in here fucking beating women. So is the transgender LBGTQ community, is y'all standing up for him and supporting him because he in there beating up girls and shit, and that's equality? But any other, let me beat up a fucking girl. You got a problem? I'm a man. Oh, I ain't getting my dick cut off and I ain't got on the dress. So it's wrong if I do it. But if I get my dick cut off and dress up like a bitch, it's cool. Right? Right? Did that make sense to y'all? Right? It's cool to do that. All I do is cut my dick and my balls off, put on the dress, and don't go beat up a bitch. It's equal because I'm a woman now. I'm a woman. I'm a woman now. I got my voice scratchy in my woman voice. I'm a woman now. I be an ugly bitch. I'm a woman now. I have a deep DMX voice. I'm a woman now. Hey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's time to cut this video off because I'm going too far. But yeah, he cracked that skull, y'all. Joe Rogan, he was hot about this shit. Like, yo, he said, look, you had a dick before. You was a man. I'm like, yo, you got your dick cut off. So what? You got your dick cut off. You're still core in your heart. You're a fucking man. And how the fuck you want to be a woman, but then you want to go do a manly shit? And that shit, man, look. He out here beating up women. I don't know if he's still in the UFC or none of that shit, but shit was foul. Cracked the woman's skull. Y'all condone this shit. Like, so like if a transgender dude, like, say like transgender, they go into all these other sports. Going to basketball. You start dunking on motherfuckers, putting up 60 points. But, yo, you used to be a dude. That's why you over here dominating these girls. Is that shit right? Y'all gonna support that? Even though he used to be a dude, this nigga 6'9", he dropping 62 points he average in the game. He in the WNBA, but he used to be a nigga. Is that cool? Ladies, let me ask y'all a question. Y'all want a dude, a girl that used to be a dude in the same bathroom as you, he's still a dude? But he identify as a woman, but he still got all his dude materials, all his dude parts, but he identify as a woman. Y'all want him in the bathroom with y'all? I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. I'm gonna end this video. Because motherfuckers gonna give me some flack for this shit, and I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I didn't try to be offensive. I treaded lightly, and I just wanted to have a conversation with y'all about this gender identity shit and some thoughts that I have on it. I want everybody to do them, everybody to be prosperous, everybody to live happily, everybody to openly be them, and then inform me on some shit that you felt that I said that was wrong, or some shit that you felt that I need to be informed on. So, like, yo, let me know, because, hey, that's all I got for you today. Boy, say, man, 4 wins and fries. Please hit the likes, please hit the subscribes. Let me know down below what you think of this video. This is No Condoms Media.